Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Make sure you guys visit the website, everydaygaming.society.com for all of the content. Give Nasty Civic a follow here on Twitch, like us on YouTube and Facebook, and listen to our podcast.
Good girl. Come on. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
All the more reason to rid this place of echoes.
Whatever that thing is. Say it's their leader. should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come. Let us deliver their findings to Cyril, that their deaths might not be in vain.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings to the bearer of the burning quill.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight. Even here in Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk. If any should reveal themselves to you, I beg you keep their true identity secret.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please.
I thank you if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do what we believe as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope.
Sell anything today?
As a matter.
Fly, Ambrosia. Deserve a rest. Two down, one to go.
The Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Well, that sellsword the Dame so fond of.
Do you think he was the only one who survived? And you're just gonna fall into line?
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec.
A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fail.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the
All right.
The fact that the soldiers trust you may well carry...
Might this Duke have been at the remembrance ceremony?
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the game. We already have a leader in the day.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do.
The people will do. If Sanbreque is to be one whose that is why this levy, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
One at a time now. There's enough for everyone.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing going around acting, and with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather...
As far just need...
Welcome, welcome.
You've a keen eye. I'll be here if you need me.
Sell anything today?
Was a time the market stalls were lined with all manner of goods from the fort.
The garrison salvaged what they could.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got a... If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I'll just think.
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered...
No, it's thanks to nobles like him that we... Now, he's... If the day...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Be trouble again.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. But if they've volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from...
It's not only controls the garrison he wants.
We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now. There's enough.
You're the one who's took...
On the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect. That's where my loyalties lie. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some... Do you think that's a...
It's not... All I know is that... Look, no one likes all... Once Sandbreakers...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
some bloody...
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain.
For you? Thank you, Velas. How can I help?
I wanted to ask you, do you intend to...
To tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't...
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I... Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Well, what do you think?
Ah, Clark, were you able...
I was.
So north... Well, it will certainly help to hold back though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are... They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were... The soldiers, meanwhile, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrack? I dare say thank you.
I don't know about...
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, because I realized what not following some protecting. I honestly, but I'm certain when we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you, there's no point.
Indeed.
Oliver, that has always... We have only to turn... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I fear...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the...
There may be hope for... Especially... I, for my part, shall continue to work, but I suspect until then...
Until then?
Despite my repeated advances, His Eminence has proven a difficult conquest. Fortunately, I am nothing if not persistent. But...
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. To find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't open anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote. The whole village has turned. Back to the stables go. This one. Attack! That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now. Laura should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Can't
say it wasn't a relief to see the better part of the Guardians finally
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send. I'd like you to take something to seeds for planting. Thought I'll keep providing them with what, but if these pools going to survive, as of those pools, they've lived their whole lives in search. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it. But I think even he's
All right.
Thanks, there.
Gizal greens.
Not the most better that than, and chocobos love them too. Which is no small. They ain't exactly succulent.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, I'll go up.
I'm sure you will.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck-a-moon.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Fare thee well.
Nearly done.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
That there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces. The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Looking for shelter.
Colours too.
Come on inside.
Mostly green though.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up. The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces. It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow. She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places.
Covered in nicks and lumps. It's the lot of them.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Well,
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until...
I'm very glad to hear.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help...
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am, but I beg you, my lord. Do not...
I'll keep that in mind.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue.
With Canver in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, sir. Good, thankfully.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid.
It's fine, really. My bag's,
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make it.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. It's a metal, see? So it's
stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but that's all. Maybe even out. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe they're up.
Right then, let's get back to work. These world-changing inventions ain't gonna invent themselves.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions?
Yeah!
How the hell did that?
Thanks, Cal. We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Tom. Should have picked on someone your own size.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery.
These are Gizal Green. Martha's keen to... I jest, of course, but they'd...
Martha was hoping so that they'll...
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best examples. It's about... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports.
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for... We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely.
What if...
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help?
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha. Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the...
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square. And for you...
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerve. I'd say you have both in abundance, await, please.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must. We work together, each shielding the other that... For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you are.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right, you...
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
Can't let Eastpool fall.
And we won't. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's Ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men... I'll go after the... Join me only when...
If you're sure. May the Founder protect...
Come to tell me an Akashic Curl's heading towards the rest?
The Curl was sighted on Rhiannon's Ride back towards Martha's Rest.
Joshua! All right. Back to East Pool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl,
It's dead.
Thank the Founder. We were able... I have guardians posted around the... I hesitated.
I think it might...
We saved... Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it. But now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us. And still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now. So we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an East Poolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right, I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant. Since that day there have been more than when the odds seemed so stacked. But every time I want to be a shield. Know that whatever trials East...
So wait, you have all. I know that East and indeed...
Thank you. I know the rest. Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest...
The hero return. It's lucky you not only did my seat...
I just did...
And it's... Take it before I...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see...
Well, it was your...
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know... bearers living free like that. Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight. Whenever you find yourself in need, be it of money, men, or a bowl of hot stew, the stable's door is always open.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Kashyyyk.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. reign is at an end.
The stew's awfully thin.
Yep. What's that for you, dear? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. That it? Fine.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Camber all over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
girl. No holding back.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
No quarter!
Like this? A question for later now.
Enough! All yours, Torgal! Here they come!
Come and come and come. I don't want to die here, Clive. Then don't.
You're finished! Now, Torgal! Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck. Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
Like, comment, subscribe, and visit the website, everydaygamersociety.com for all of our content and listen to our podcast.